Some 200 women from 10 states have converged on Capitol Hill to talk to their congressmen and senators about farm legislation. Taking part in this National Farmers Union Ladies Fly-In is Mrs. Maxine Peterson of Huron, South Dakota. Mrs. Peterson, just what did you talk to your representatives about on the Hill today?
We began quite early this morning discussing, of course, our coalition farm bill, which we are primarily interested with. It was truly quite an experience. Our team of 3 visited the office of 9 of our congressmen. Once in a while, we were very fortunate in being able to talk directly to the congressman. When we were unable to do this, we talked to his administrative aide, which proved to be quite productive. We had quite a variety of conversations. We talked to some that we knew hadn't the slightest idea to which we were referring to. We had still others that we talked with that perhaps didn't agree with us on the specific issues. But we felt that by having time granted to us to sit and visit with them, perhaps we gained something, and I'm sure in return they thought perhaps they did too. We still talked to others that we know agreed with us. Our general conclusion at the end of our visiting with our congressman was that there are much work that needs to be done. We're in real trouble. We really need to get in there and work to get the prices that we want. We feel that we can't survive unless we achieve this. We've heard for years from the Capitol Hill, get together, get your farm organizations together, present us one bill that you want. This we have done. We have a coalition of 32. We've come to them with this bill, and we seem to be getting a lot of static along this line. Of course, we had other things we discussed, such as our food stamp program. It was very rewarding to know that we aren't going to have much trouble in this line. They have all assured us that this will go through as we have asked. We've talked about erosion along this same line. I don't think we're going to have much trouble there. I'm sure they all realize just exactly what the problems are ahead of us. Our school milk program has clear sailing, at least so we have been told. So we're confident with this. As far as interest rates go, we're still working on this. But we had many things which we did discuss.
Thank you very much. We've been speaking with Miss Maxine Peterson of Huron, South Dakota. This is Joe O'Neill in Washington reporting for KIJV, Huron, South Dakota. Some 200 women from 10 states have converged on Capitol Hill to talk to their congressmen and senators about farm legislation. Taking part in this National Farmers Union Ladies Fly-In is Mrs. Earl Larson of Huron, South Dakota. Mrs. Larson, just what did you discuss with the representatives you visited today?
With many important issues coming up in this session of Congress, it was not possible to discuss any one issue at length. Several issues we were particularly interested in were the reestablishment of the investment credit for farmers, lowering of interest rates, and freezing the premium fees at $4 for Medicare Part B. Those of us who have children are also interested in continuing the school milk program and lunch program. We were well received by the congressmen and appreciated the opportunity to visit with them.
Thank you very much. We've been speaking with Mrs. Earl Larson of Huron, South Dakota.